Alright. Time to work on the website. Let's see what we need to get done here. Alright. Yeah, I think that's pretty much all I have to do for the week. Okay, Willem Stiller, what the I mean, literally we've been waiting all summer for you to make updates on this game, and yet you're still working on the goddamn website. Like, how much of your time are you wasting working on nonsense bullshit like this that could take at most just a week? This is absolutely ridiculous. I'm sick of your motherfucking excuses. You know you have potential to grow as a platform, but yet you still refuse to take the proper measures to... Polytoria is another platform that has definitely kept my interest the entire time since I've been introduced to it. I would easily consider Polytoria a nice fallback if anything bad happens to Brick Hill, and that's how a lot of the alternative community sees Polytoria. There are a couple of reasons for this. Polytoria has a functioning client. It's pretty reliable as it has passing graphics. You can play on Windows, Mac, or Linux. It allows for scripting through Lua. There is a marketplace of assets that you can use while creating your games. Polytoria uses dedicated hosting, though it does rely on Unity to do a lot of the heavy work, which might turn some people away. Looking at the website, it matches a lot of features Brick Hill has. There are groups, there are online forums readily available, there's a virtual economy, which I'll talk more about later. You can add and talk with other users throughout the site, including statuses and profile walls you can comment on. Considering the parity, you can comfortably adjust yourself to Polytoria from Roblox or Brick Hill. Taking a look at Polytoria's community, it behaves differently than Brick Hill's community. When going into the Discord, people are a lot more carefree and lenient. You'll very often come across people making posts in the general chat, as Polytoria makes a meme of itself in certain aspects. I think the community Polytoria has is the platform's greatest strength, but also its worst weakness. I've managed to make a lot of friends in the Polytoria community, including several of the staff members, and it's this sort of casualness that makes the community very approachable and welcoming. For upcoming features, Polytoria has a beta program that allows for members to see and test out upcoming features for the platform. This is an invite-only program, so don't bother asking the staff to try and get into the program. I myself am a part of this beta program. I was invited by a staff member named Alex because I knew them from working on Brick Planet Patch, and also because I had an interest in wanting to test out scripting when it was still a beta feature. As a result, I've managed to get access to the new client before it was released, and I also have access to the new and redesigned website. Now, being part of the beta program, there are rules in place against leaking any beta material to the public. So if there's any beta material that is shown in this video, it will be approved or offered by Polytoria's owner Willem Stiller or another higher up on the staff team. But this is something I can say about the new website. I really like the new look of the website. It's definitely a step up from the current website, because I'm not gonna lie, the current website does look like it's a customized template. Polytoria overall manages to make itself presentable and somewhat viable. After all, it does a lot of things that many platforms have tried to do and failed. Like Brick Hill, though, I don't ever see Polytoria being a replacement for Roblox, but rather an alternative that only exists to serve a small community. However, Polytoria is starting to lose the position they're at. The first issue that I have with the platform are the bugs. Now, when I see bugs in the beta client and creator, that's to be expected, because I am testing beta software. I report those bugs so that they'll be fixed. However, even with the stable client in Workshop, there are still many bugs that persist. Some of these being bugs that the beta team have reported, but for some reason are not fixed. It is because of these bugs that I canceled a video where I was updating my Life and Death Cafe game because the bugs that are in the new update are bugs I can't fix. I spent hours trying to find ways to work with the client and avoid the glitches, but unfortunately some of the new features don't work because of how buggy the scripting API is. I would like to make more games on Polytoria, but if I am going to constantly keep running into glitches like this, then I just really don't see a point in doing so. And if you're going to release the software, it would be best if you fix the bugs we reported so people don't experience them in the stable client. Now, bugs don't just persist in the client, but also the website. There's a reason why there's an inside joke in the community called PHP backend. It originated from the fact that during the Roblox 3-day outage, there was a bug in the database that made people not able to sign up for the platform when tons of new users started signing up. As a result, they had to roll back some user data because of it. In addition, the website used to have some horrible vulnerabilities. There used to be an exploit where people can make other users perform actions such as deleting clothing or trading limited items because the website didn't check to see if the user was who they were. I understand that adding new features is crucial to keep users, but what's the point of adding new features if it's just going to be a buggy mess? Speaking of limited items, Polytoria's economy is almost completely ruined. Considering that not a lot of activity goes on, lots of people can arbitrarily raise the prices and make items that otherwise have no value seem super valuable. This has become so much of an issue that the Polytoria staff team are planning on resetting the economy. This has been announced so many times, but it seems like there is no plan on when this reset is going to happen. As a result, people are demotivated from participating in the current economy, and the community has turned the reset into one giant meme. The closest we have to knowing when the economy resets is when the new website releases, but when is the new website going to release? This leads me to my next problem: the poor work ethic. Brickhill somewhat maintains a work ethic because most of the developers are paid for their work. The people who are working on developing Polytoria, which consists of mainly Willem Stellar, Alex, and Brickster, are all doing this as volunteer work. Since they're not getting paid for it, why bother putting in the work for the platform? Hey, it's VoiceOver Game Webcam here. So I need to clarify the volunteer bit a little more. So I talked to Brickster after recording this video in terms of how he is getting compensated, and the answer they gave was a little more complicated than I thought it would be. So I thought that all of the work they've been doing for the platform was volunteer work, but this is partially true. So all of their development on the client is volunteer work, though when it comes to developing the website, this is commissioned work, and this is something they do actually get paid for. I am not sure how Alex is getting paid, but I know most, if not all, the moderation on this website is volunteer work. I just want to point this out because I get pretty heated in this video, and if I want to get pissed, I better do it with facts. In addition, Willem Stellar is on and off with developing on the platform. He works on Polytoria for a little bit, whether that's the client or the website, and then he all of a sudden stops doing it for a while. He can't seem to make up his mind on whether he wants to make Polytoria a viable platform or if this is all just a fun personal project. And the thing about that work ethic is that it quickly passes down onto the staff. It honestly hurts me to say this because I am friends with some of the staff, but when the staff can't also seem to put in the work, it just makes the entire platform fall apart. It is why more and more staff are quitting Polytoria and moving to other platforms. For the longest time, the staff lacked the professionalism that most people would expect from a staff team. Now, I'm not saying that the staff can't have a personality, but there is a fine line between being a person and having to do your job. For example, I hardly hear from the co-owner of the platform, Bandito Burrito. I have not seen them do a single thing on this platform except off. I genuinely do not know what they do for the platform, and it is ridiculous. It's only within the past couple of months that the staff team started cracking down and try to be a bit more professional, but because the community has grown so used to the lack of professionalism and the laissez-faire environment, this was met with backlash. It shows that having a lack of professionalism not only hurts the staff, but it also hurts the community and the whole brand. This all goes back to Willem Stellar. I've said this to staff before, and I'm saying this publicly. Willem Stellar is the centerpiece to the entire platform. If he cannot commit to working on the platform and maintaining a basic work ethic, nobody is going to take this platform seriously. Don't believe me? Go and ask the Brick Hill community about Politoria. Most of them are not interested for a variety of reasons, but it all boils down to the platform's lack of standards. People are seeing Politoria as nothing but a joke. Now, as I'm recording this, it does seem like Willem Stellar put some more work into the new website, but I'm not convinced. I want to see Willem Stellar actually commit to this new website and put in the work. This new website has been in the works for months at this point, and I am shocked at how much it is still not done. I finally understand why Bod Demo is a running gag in this community, because it is a phrase that mocks Willem Stellar's lack of commitment. I would also like to see this platform clean up its management. Even though Starman is supposed to be head of staff and a blog writer, he can't do his job if Willem Stellar is having to make decisions for him. Will, you need to put more trust into your staff. Let them do what they need to do. And finally, if the devs are motivated to work on the platform, give them a reason. Whether it is by paying them or setting yourself as an example, I am certain that they will follow suit. Politoria is falling as a platform. If nothing is done to try and advance the platform, another platform is going to take their place. I know that I have been very harsh in this video, but I am doing this because I care about the platform. I care about it because of the people that I've become familiar with. I know that these are genuinely good people, but I would be doing them a disservice by not saying any of this. Politoria doesn't have the proper foundation Brick Hill has. You can't light the flame if there is no gas. So I hope that by seeing this video, all of the staff, especially Willem Stellar and Bandito Burrito, can commit to the platform and give people a reason why Politoria isn't a platform you should ignore.